everyone on YouTube. Pretty much satisfied with this draft. First round, we went ahead and took that left tackle, solidified that offensive line. Second round, Xavier Mckinney. I was kind of sick about that pick at first, but thinking about it again, I mean, he's kind of like a top 15 rated player, and we got him in the second round. I wanted Gross Matos, but the gap between those two players is a lot. Some people don't think Gross Matos could have fit in our defense. I think he would have been able to, but at this point, it really doesn't matter. He's not on the team, and Xavier Mckinney, to me, is a really, really good pick because of the value. He was so much rated higher than anybody else. I can understand justifying that pick. Third round, Matt Parrott, solid tackle. He is going to be a backup for us, and eventually he's going to probably work in and be on the other side of Andrew Thomas. Hopefully Andrew Thomas is on that left side. Parrott is on the right side, and they both have 36 plus arms, 36 inches plus arms, and that'll be nice to have two tackles that are that big and that physical on the outsides. Our run game should improve, and maybe he might start this year. If Nate Solder starts falling off, don't put it behind him. I mean, don't put it past Joe Judge to just bench him. So, first three picks, pretty solid. Fourth pick, I like this pick. We got a slot corner, Darnay Holmes. He's going to be a feisty slot corner. He ran a 4.48, but if you look at him, he plays way faster than that. And I'm excited to see him play. I think he'll be our starting slot corner day one. So we did get a starter in that fourth round. Fifth round, this is when I kind of was annoyed because I wanted to go receiver. This draft was packed with receivers round after round, and we just kept passing on them. What can you really do? We took a right guard, and hopefully he's going to play center for us. I think his name is Lemieux. We took him, and like I said, hopefully he can transition to center. If not, I kind of feel like that's a wasted pick if we could have gotten a starting wide receiver. So hopefully this guy just doesn't come in and be our backup right guard, because we could have gotten a starting receiver at that point. So going on to the sixth round, we took Cam Brown. Then we ended up taking cornerback the next round, and then we went ahead and took those three other linebackers after that. So that's kind of a lot of linebackers to take back to back to back. They're probably not going to all make the roster, but I do like TJ Brunson and Tay Crowder. Those two guys are fast, speedy linebackers. I can see them as almost coverage type linebackers. And the two things that we wanted out of this draft, most Giants fans wanted, was offensive line protection and somebody to guard the tight ends. So Isaiah Simmons, he didn't end up being a Giant, but I'm thinking Xavier Mckinney could fill that role. Xavier Mckinney is really good in coverage as far as coming down to the line of scrimmage and playing that tight end in the slot or, on the line of scrimmage. So Xavier McKinney can fill that slot for us. And even Tate Crowder and TJ Brunson, they're really physical. They're really fast. So I see them being able to fill that role too. Overall, solid draft. I give it a B+. We picked up some undrafted free agents right after that. And I'm not sure, how good they'll be. How good they'll be. Of course, they're undrafted, so you never know. But one guy is 6'7" from Canada. Other guy, Victor Benjamin, or Benjamin Victor. And he is 6'4" out of Ohio State. That's probably the best guy we picked up. Hopefully he can come in and get a job, because we need that big outside receiver. We're dying for it. And hopefully he fills that spot. Daniel Jones is a monster. Daniel Jones is going to have a breakout season this year. And hopefully he'll, carry these guys along for the ride. If Evan Ingram can stay healthy, this offense can be really good. Evan Ingram, Saquon, Darius Slayton getting better. So we have a good chance to compete this year, I believe, and hopefully we can get that done. Maybe if we would have added a receiver earlier, we would have had a better chance. But overall, solid draft. Please, 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 John Mara, do not fire everybody after this season. Of course, we all want to see improvement, but, it gets tiring. It's been like 3-4 years since we made the playoffs, and we keep hearing about a rebuild and a retool and all of that. How long is it going to take? When are we going to get better? It's been like this since 2013. This team is a few years away. This team is a few years away. Even in 2011, we went 9-7. We've been hearing it over and over again. The team is 2 years away. The team is a few years. When are we going to just be competing? I I've heard excuses from Giants fans over the past couple of years, just saying like, "Oh, you can't do it in one off season." You're definitely not going to be able to do it in one off season. But one thing that you can do is make a team competitive after 2 to 3 years of off seasons. You have to. I mean, we drafted Daniel Jones, we drafted Saquon, we got the offensive lineman. At that point, you have to start looking at luxury picks. I know your team isn't perfect at all areas, but you have to start looking at luxury picks. Xavier Mckinney, like I said, was a really solid pickup. But if you look at the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, he got DeAndre Hopkins. He was close to getting CeeDee Lamb. I don't know if they drafted a receiver this draft, but nonetheless, they see their young quarterback and they got him a bona fide number one receiver. We don't know how good Darius Slayton will be this second year. We don't know if he's a number 2 receiver. We don't know if he's an average number 1 receiver. We don't know if he's an above average. So there's a lot of ifs. And if Darius Slayton takes a step back, if he takes that step back, then I don't know what we're going to look to for production. So that's kind of scary because you have Darius Slayton who might take a step back. You have Evan Ingram who's always injured. You have Sterling Shepard who a lot of people say he's always injured, but he's not really always injured. He usually is healthy for the most part, but he's had the concussions last year, so we don't know about that. And then Golden Tate, at best, Golden Tate's a number 2, and he can play everywhere, but you don't want him being your best receiver. So hopefully one of these undrafted free agents can step up, and hopefully Darius Slayton takes that next step. Because if he can do that, and Daniel Jones can take the next step, and Andrew Thomas can block for him, oh boy, we've got something. I mean, we really might have something. And I'm shooting for the stars. We're going to be a playoff team this year. And if we're not, we're going to be competitive because we have to. No other point, but we have to. It's about time. It is about time for the Giants to do something. I mean, we've sat through 3-13, 3-13. Just too much. It's just too much, and it has to stop now. So I'm going to get out of here. You guys let me know. What do you think of this draft? I think it's putting us on the right path. I think it's still open to get Marcus Golden or Clowney. I don't know. Maybe Ngakoue. But you guys let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here.